another quick installment of the Anarchist transmission. I'm gonna break down how modern day orthodox Christianity has twisted and polluted one of the basic tenets of Christianity, the Sermon on the Mount. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to go straight into Matthew 5. I'm going to be reading 20 through 26. And it's just a very short section. And I'm going to read that, and then we're going to discuss how that message got twisted in today's world to mean something different. Okay? For I tell you, if your uprightness does not surpass that of the scribes and the Pharisees, you will never get into the kingdom of heaven. You have heard how it was said to our ancestors, you shall not kill, and if anyone does kill, he must answer for it before the court. But I say this to you, anyone who is angry with a brother will answer for it before the court. Anyone who calls a brother a fool will answer for it before the Sanhedrin. And anyone who calls him traitor will answer for it in hellfire. So then, if you are bringing your offering to the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your offering there before the altar. Go and be reconciled with your brother first, and then come back and present your offering. Come to terms with your opponent in good time, while you are still on the way to court with him, or he may hand you over to the judge, and the judge to the officer, and you will be thrown into prison. In all truth I tell you, you will not get out till you have paid the last penny. Now that's a section early on in the Sermon on the Mount, and my Bible has it labeled. This is a New Jerusalem Bible. I disagree with this, but they have this. What starts this section that says the new standard higher than the old. Other Bibles I've seen will have it labeled as anger or something, but all the labels I've seen are always some type of misdirection. Because it's not about getting angry. It's not about raising and elevating and setting the bar even higher on what's acceptable and what's not. Listen to what he's saying. You know, you shall not kill anybody was passed down. And that was supposed to be enough. But for some reason it wasn't. And Israel became a very litigious society, and they wrote more laws and more laws until it got to the point where a person couldn't care about anything apparently because they were angry. Now, you notice here it says you will answer for it before the Sanhedrin. The Sanhedrin were a religious sect, and they were basically religious lawyers. This is how you know he's not commenting on what it should be. He's commenting on how out of control it's actually gotten. He's commenting and telling, and look, if you call them a fool, you'll answer to it for the Sanhedrin, which means they're going to bring you in court, and it's going to cost you all types of court fees and money, and it's just going to feed into the system. Anyone who calls him traitor will answer for it in hellfire. And that's exactly what Jesus did, and they killed him, now didn't they? So that's exactly what he's talking about. And you know this is what he's talking about. Look at some of the other hints that are just in here in the way he tells the story. He says if you're going to make an offering before the altar, leave it there at the altar. Don't take it with you. Because if you take it with you, they're going to take that from you too. These people will take everything that you have and more. He's commenting, he's giving a critique of the Jewish legal system. He's saying that they're going to grind you up for every penny that they can before they're done with you. They won't let go. Once they've got their meat hooks in you, they do not let go. That's how these people work. Now ask yourself, is our American judicial system like that today? I didn't even bother to look stuff up because we all know that it is. I mean, anybody that thinks that it's not about money they're very naive. I'll say that for them. So, for I tell you, if your uprightness does not surpass that of the scribes and the Pharisees, you will never get into the kingdom of heaven. And here we are 2,000 years later, stuck with another judicial system that can paint anything it wants with color of law, because we have more than enough laws that it doesn't matter. When you go into court, they will find whatever law they need to beat you over the head with and get money out of you. It doesn't matter if there's other laws that contradict it. They will twist and contort the laws to extort money from you. And that's exactly what Jesus is talking about here with this section of the Sermon on the Mount. He's not talking about some silliness saying, you can't be angry. I mean, how ridiculous is that? You can't be angry. How can a human being not get angry? How can a human being that cares about other human beings not get angry? The Bible's full of prophets and people getting angry and yelling and questioning God. And we're not supposed to get angry. You can read about how Jesus went in and turned over tables in the temple and drove out the money lenders, and he drove those people from the temple. But he wasn't angry, even though the accounts that are given in the Gospels express that he was angry. That's the type of craziness that the modern day Orthodox Christianity pushes on people. They want you to be dumbed down and placid. They don't want you to be angry and impassioned about what this means. And what this means is that Christianity is supposed to be at odds with the world. I asked this the first time on my first video, and I'm going to ask it again. For 300 years, Christians were hunted by the Roman Empire. For sport, they were thrown into arenas and killed. They were hunted down like animals. In modern day Christianity, the tenets seem to be a good citizen, pay your taxes, and obey the laws. Well, my question is this. Is that why the Roman Empire was hunting them down? Is that why they were killing them? Because they were basically being good citizens and paying their taxes and obeying all the laws? Why would the Roman Empire kill people that were paying taxes that they were making money off of? These are questions that people don't want to answer today, because we don't want to look at the Word, but we're going to keep looking at Scripture, and we're going to keep looking at it and trying to look at an alternative interpretations, because we need to get back to churches being cornerstones of the community. We need to get back to that so that families and other groups can start being part of people's identities again. And you can belong to a community again. And that's what we need to do. Signing off till next time.